Good morning. It is May 3rd, 2026. This is my third try. we're gonna do this. So I had somebody ask me to do some videos on modest dress. And so I'm going to do a little series of these. Um, and my cats, this is my Maine Coon, Fluffy Butt. And the other one is Gigi. She is a long-haired black cat. And then I have a short-haired black kitten who likes to start things. So we may get interrupted. So anyways, the first thing I do when I'm picking out my clothing is I figure out what is my agenda for the day. Today's Sunday. It is a cleaning day because I keep the Saturday Sabbath. So today is a cleaning day and I don't have to leave the house. I do need to go outside. I will have to pick the asparagus. I need to check on the plants because it did get down in the low 30s last night. Make sure we didn't lose anything. I did cover the strawberries and the potatoes and stuff. I did cover, the important stuff, but I want to make sure nothing got lost, especially the flowers. We just started some new flower beds, and I really want them to be okay. The second thing, so the first thing I do is my agenda. The second thing is I check the weather, especially right now. It's spring, it's May 3rd, and I live in a snow state, so it could be hot, it can be cold. Today it's supposed to be, I believe, when I looked, it was like a high of 60, and that can be kind of iffy. Tomorrow's going to be in the 70s, so it's going to be nice and warm and beautiful. But today it's going to be around 60, I think it was. And if it's under the right conditions, 60 could be very nice. But it's going to be 60, and it's windy, and it's going to be overcast. So that's going to be a chilly 60. So I picked something accordingly. Don't chew my table. Why? So, and then third, and not everyone has to do this, obviously, I have health issues. And so I get inflammation in my midsection. So some days I will look normal, and other days I will look like I'm about to have a baby. I get very inflamed. This was self-inflicted. I made some challah the other day. I like making bread, and I like eating what they talk about in the Bible. Yeshua ate bread, I want to eat bread. I'm not supposed to eat bread or dairy or half the vegetables, and no nuts, no seeds. My diet is not optimal. And so I give it to the Lord. I take a lot of vitamin supplements, and then I push it. So I made some halal the other day, and then I proceeded to eat a lot of it because it's yummy and because Yeshua ate it. So I ate it. Last week I ate some nuts. I really pushed it. And so I am inflamed. And so when I have those days, I don't want something that's going to accentuate my swollen midsection. And so I pick something that has a higher seam. I had this hanging. It didn't dry all the way, so I just had it hanging in the living room. So I grabbed it. I was like, oh, that'll work. I make sure I hold it up to the light, make sure it's not see-through. It's not. It's got a really nice lining, so I don't have to wear a slip. It is a spaghetti strap, and unless I'm just around the house, I don't care if my husband sees me in a spaghetti strap, but otherwise, I usually try not to wear spaghetti straps showing, and it is low cut. And so I looked at the colors, and I decided, you can do a lot of different things. We have the blue, we have the white, we have the green. You could do like a pink or yellow. I thought yellow might look good, but I decided to go with the green in the leaves, and so I chose it's just a tank top. I have a lot of them. I probably have about 40, 50 of them that I started buying over the years. And so it matches the leaves and the flowers. And I put that on for a little pop of color. And then I just threw a light sweater that ties in the middle. And the little tie just really gives it... Stop chewing my table, dude. Why? She's chewing my table. So anyways, just this little thing here gives it a little pop of femininity. And, you know, it's... Please. So rude. Here comes the other one. They want to know what I'm doing. Now, the hair. My hair is long enough now that I have to braid it at night. Because if I don't, it wants to wrap around my throat and when I'm turning, or it'll get stuck under my arm and I'm trying to roll over, and it's just really annoying. Plus, I just don't like the feel of anything on my neck. It's irritating to me. And so, you know, and it makes for a bad hair day. And so normally if I was trying to cover up my hair, I would put it in a ponytail, or I'd put a baseball cap on. I have a lot of, I have more baseball caps than my husband, and he wears them 24/7. But I'm a girl. I'm supposed to. Or, and I don't wear these all the time, but if I wanted to, you know, pray while I'm cleaning, I would just grab a pre-tie, and that's what these are. It's a head covering. You can do, yeah, you can do a scarf, or I just, you know, especially on a cleaning day, I just grab a pre-tie, and it just means that it has the elastic already built in, so you don't have to tie it on. And I would put this on like so. And you'll see me wearing these sometimes. And that's pretty much all I do as far as my hair goes. Makeup, I'm allergic to most things, so I don't wear it. I mean, just the eye makeup makes me tear up, and then it smears, so I only wear makeup for special occasions. Jewelry, I love jewelry. I don't have any problems with jewelry. I love it. I'm just lazy, so I don't wear it often. I will wear it, you know, I'll put some earrings and a necklace on. Often you will see me with a necklace. And my rings, for as long as I can remember, my fingers swell at night, so I take them off at night. And I'm just around the house today, so I don't put them on, because I'm just going to have to take them off again. I don't really, I don't put a whole lot of effort into anything. You get the idea. I do paint my toenails just because I have ugly feet. I do. They're ugly. So I paint my toenails. I do not paint my nails. I work in the garden. I might paint them 3 times a year just because I'm bored or something. But it really doesn't do any good, because within 2 or 3 days they're chipping. I'm out in the garden. I refuse to pay. I don't pay. First of all, my nails grow. I gotta keep them cut. They grow like claws. And I know there's women out there that spend a lot of money to get the nails that I get naturally. I mean, they just get so big. But I don't. Now, you will notice the one thing that I try to do, and I forget all the time, is I am getting age spots. And so what I did the research, and I did an infusion with, I think it was jojoba oil. I don't remember. Pretty sure it was, I have several types of oils, but I think it was jojoba. No, castor oil is what I used. And I did an infusion with frankincense. And when I remember, which isn't nearly often enough, I put it on my age spots, and I am noticing that they are getting lighter. Now, if I could just remember to do it every day. I did put some on this morning, and it's supposed to make your age spots lighter. So I do try to do that, and I do a facial scrub, and I just keep it in the shower so that I remember to do that. I do that a couple times a week. I did just, from the health food store, I did just get some samples to try some new face products, cleansers, and scrubs and stuff. So we're going to try that and see how it goes. But, oh, bad hair day. When I was younger and not trying to live for the Lord, I was a tiny little thing. I was tiny. And I got compliments. I tried to show as much skin as possible. And I would get compliments from the women. They'd tell me, go eat a burger. You know, hey, you look like a crackhead. Those are the types of comments I get. And then I would get comments from the guys. I'm not going to repeat those because it was all negative comments. But I was getting attention and I liked it. Now, I get compliments, 99% of them are from women, and they're all positive. And even especially the older gentlemen, they will say, you know, I don't want you to take this wrong, but I really like your outfit, and I wish those kinds of outfits would come back. I really wish more women would wear them. You look nice. And the women, oh, I love your dress. Oh, that shirt is so cute. My daughter and I went shopping like 2 weeks ago, and every store we went into, I got a compliment. And I'm not bragging. I'm not. I'm trying to tell you, you can look nice. You can look nice and get positive compliments by covering yourself up. When we cause someone else to stumble, they will be held responsible for that stumble, but we're going to be held responsible for causing it. And I don't want that. I have enough. When I get to the Bema seat, I have enough that I am so ashamed of. So ashamed. I don't want more. And you know, you don't have to be a model to cause somebody to lust. You just got to show the right things. And that is a stumble. And so I try very hard to not be that person anymore. And so, anyways, I am still on my first cup of coffee. And so I need to go take my vitamins and enjoy another cup of coffee. Yes, I drink coffee. I like coffee. And get my day going. I am going to try to do a series of these because this one is my intro. It is a little longer. I will try to keep the other one shorter. Ooh, I need to fix that. We're just going to stuff it in here for now. And I hope that this is helpful. I hope you like my outfit. Let me see. Let me stand up a little bit. It is a 3/4, but again, I'm short, and so it comes to about 2 inches above my ankle. And because I am inflamed, you can't really tell. You can't really tell. Now, if I were to wear my old types of clothes, I would look like I'm pregnant. I'm not the worst that I've ever been. Sometimes it gets really bad. But, you know, I don't want to draw attention to my baby belly. And so, you know, on these days, I make sure that the seam is higher. And this is it. I'm not a model, but I get compliments. You can too. And yeah, we'll talk about where to shop and how to shop in another video, because this one's already 15 minutes long. So, all right, I love you. Jehovah loves you more, and Yeshua loved you so much that he died for you. Have a great day.